Uh, I did a little bit of research, like I said, and watched a few videos or whatnot.
Yeah.
Like, took a
Yeah,
couple notes.
you talking about the draft now, or you talking about playoffs?
Oh shoot, man, whatever you want to talk about. I was talking about the draft, but like, shoot, we can
Okay.
shoot, we can
Yeah, we can
address
start
the.
with the draft because most of what we got to say is probably going to be playoffs, so we can just go through what we think of these first, 10. We'll do the first 10 picks. We ain't got to go too crazy.
Fair
And
enough.
then maybe the next one will go 10 through 11 through 20 or something like that.
That makes sense. Yeah,
So of
like
course we'll start
go
off with
ahead.
the Raiders
The Raiders.
picking up Fernando. I'll start up first on that one. I just think I really didn't wasn't super impressed with Fernando Mendoza, but I like his mentality. I think a
Yeah,
professional person like that, and he has a size, so I think
yeah.
that could definitely be something for Vegas. But it's kind of like the Browns. Let's see how they mess this one up.
Oh man, definitely. I was doing a little, was just reading up on him and like this guy, this Matt Miller.
Hmm.
He's been involved with the draft since like 2006. Like he started with just like a what's it, editing company he was with, and then pretty much ended up working his way up to like the big boys, and he's been like doing this for over 20 years. So he does know a thing or two about, I mean, what he's talking about, and he says he compares Fernando to Joe Burrow, and that's a pretty good. I mean,
Hmm.
a
That's who you want to
compliment.
be
Definitely, that's a
compared to.
that's definitely a compliment right there. Because Joe Burrow came in like ready to do it, and I didn't get a chance to look at Fernando's age. I'm not sure how old he is.
I
But
might be able to tell you. No, it doesn't say right here.
but I mean, to be compared to Joe Burrow, who spent like obviously a significant amount of time in college, when he came to the pros, he was ready. So
Hmm.
they got him linked up with Clint Kubiak, who's an up and coming
Oh
coach,
yeah, I like that. I like that.
and then they also got they were saying that his style's like kind of Shanahanish, which everybody knows Shanahan's an offensive guru, and if you want to definitely put him in that category. So he's got a good chance of doing some things out there. They got
Hmm.
players in position to make it. Like he got a tight end. Every quarterback deserves a tight end, especially the rookies. You got Bowers out there doing his thing. So there's a lot of upside to what he could do, especially if he just can maintain and like kind of like manage the game a little bit, and then like Kubiak give him some chance to take some shots. They say he has a pro arm.
Yep.
Let's see
Oh,
it.
he
I mean, you
does. He
can't.
does.
So I mean, yeah, exactly. They think put the ball in like spots and tight windows. I'm like, well, you don't want to let him too loose, but you don't want to like just like contain him either. Like let them get loose a little bit. Let's see what he got by mid-season. You never know. We're probably starting games off like Peyton Manning with a play action and deep or something. So let him get up to speed of the game. He's your franchise quarterback. He's your future quarterback. I say let him loose and let's see what he could do. So
Yep.
they
I think
picked up
they will.
that. Oh, they should. And they picked that lineman from didn't that they got the dude from the Ravens anyways, the center.
Okay. Okay.
So
Yeah,
that's something
they
that's gonna
definitely
be
needed
able
to
to help them
improve that
out.
line.
Agreed. So yeah, I, I
All right.
think I think Mendoza will be fine. I think he's getting good hands. Tom Brady's your freaking boss. I mean, come on. You got
Right.
questions, go upstairs, talk to the
Yeah.
man.
And if you're Bowers right now, I think I'd be pretty excited. Looks like
Oh yeah.
could have a tight N1 season coming up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm expecting him to because I don't see them going like deep into the playoffs if they make the playoffs, but definitely got a Pro Bowl season coming. He
Hmm.
should be he's definitely a Pro Bowl bowler this year, guaranteed. So you want to move on to the next
Yep.
Mr. Bailey here?
Yeah, Mr. Bailey. I'm not even gonna act like I know too much about him. I did see a little bit of Texas Tech, but I mean to run a 4.5 at 6'3", 250. I mean that dude sounds like a beast. So I mean,
No.
to be honest, from what I saw with the Jets this whole draft, I thought they picked up some good players, man. I thought they actually had a good draft. But they've had good drafts before, so we've seen this before from the Jets.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's the Jets. Like so this if they can I mean they won back when Namath was playing, so I mean it might be due for something to come back
Hmm.
around and then And then they had like a little something spark there with Ryan, Rex Ryan for a little bit. They had like some potential, but that was during the Brady era. So
Mr. Sanchez out there.
yeah, they just couldn't find the right quarterback to take that team to the next level because everything was basically there for, but except for their offense. Their offense was not clicking. So, but I did do a little research on Mr. Bailey because they're talking about it's like far as the best defensive players to come off the board, it was going to
Mhm.
be between him and like Arvell Reese or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, the dude from Ohio State. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I mean,
Oh, yeah, Ohio
honestly,
State.
what they were saying about Bailey is that basically that his size could be an issue and his run stopping ability could be an issue.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh, they said as far as pass rush, he's top shelf, obviously.
Hmm.
But I was watching video on both of these players, and I mean, when there's a pass coming up, this man's got can explode around the outside, Bailey wise. Like, I mean, he can explode around the outside with no like nobody can stop that. He got a nasty little spin move. He has pass rushing abilities. I didn't see too much of the run stop, but like I said, when you're what is the size like 246 or 241 or something like that? They're
Yeah,
worried
he's
about
in that
his
range.
size. Yeah, they're worried about his size more than
Yeah.
anything. The other two are Reese. We'll get to him, but he can run through people, and he was a linebacker. And I
Hmm.
was like, oh, you comparing like this guy's a defensive end rush. You can put Reese kind of looked kind of like Fred Warner to me a little bit. I was like, you kind of put him anywhere on the field, like as far as
Yeah.
those front seven.
Hmm.
And I was like, you know what? I mean, if they're looking for a good defensive rush, they definitely got one. Possible
Yep.
a pass rush, but it's like I kind of am on the fence about both these players. I think Reese does have the higher like ceiling when it comes to that. So, but Bailey's going to be good for them if they can get people in fourth down situations or a passing
Yeah,
situation.
for sure.
I think that's going to be something that's special. And if he can evolve as a defender, as far as like the run stopper, as far as on that edge, then like just chasing people down just because he got that speed, like so don't
Hmm.
just use it to get the quarterback. It don't give him on the play. The plays breaking out to the outside. I don't care if you're on the left side. You go get him. Like be one of
Yep.
those players that's supposed to be that generational talent. So we'll see how that
Yeah.
plays out. Let's play for the Jets. So
Yeah. He has the tools. From what I saw, I do think Reese is probably the better player, but I think it shows what
Mhm.
the shows what the NFL values. If you can rush the quarterback, they value that more than a dude that just crushes everything. That's that's what Arvell Reese is. He just, like you said, he just runs through people and he's just a monster.
He is, man. I was watching both of their films, and I was just like, I personally would give Reese the edge because I think he's even bigger than as far as size wise. Let me see here.
They're pretty close actually.
Yeah,
He weighs a little less surprisingly, but he's taller.
exactly. It's like the height was a little thing, and it's like he played the linebacker position in college, and I'm like, if you can play linebacker and rush the quarterback the way he does, and like stop the run the way he was doing it, and then when they did put him in line a couple times, seen him like bulldoze through the line
Yeah.
and like right through the man's chest, and I'm like,
Oh,
dang. I was like, that's a strong kid right there.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
running through the middle, like he's not even trying to put a move on you. He's like, I'm just gonna back you into your quarterback. I mean, that says a lot about his just that strength that he brings to the table. I mean, I'm pretty sure his bench press is something ridiculous at this point. So
hmm
it says, but yeah, like I'm pretty sure that kind of talk that Bailey's hearing because he definitely got a lot of good feedback growing throughout college. But hearing these kind of things being
Oh
compared to
yeah.
Reese, I'm pretty sure that should motivate him to step his game up going into his rookie year as a I mean number 2 pick.
hmm Okay. All right. Let's move on to the Cardinals. They picked one of my favorite players that I actually got to see.
The dude's tough.
Not a lot of, but I'll say probably the most out of these top 10 picks. I did see a lot of Jeremiah Love, and to me, I just thought he's one of those running backs that I always get excited for, but you just never know because injuries is always something for running backs. But
Yeah.
I like explosive dudes like this that they have the speed to get away. They got the moves to like the little moves inside the phone
Yeah.
booth, and he has the
Yeah.
athleticism of jumping over people and all that stuff. So I think he's one of those he's one of those new running back hybrids. I think he's gonna be able to be used in the receiving game too. And we know
Yeah.
the Cardinals like running the ball. They ran James Conner into the ground. So
Yeah, they absolutely
Jeremiah Love
did.
definitely is going to get his touches next year for sure.
I would like to see. Let me see. Who else do they have at running back position? Is it just Love? Let me see something real quick.
Yeah.
Because
Not sure exactly what the Cardinals did this offseason.
well, see, my thing is going to be this: is like it's. I mean, the Giants ran Saquon into the dirt, so you don't want to. I mean, I know he's young legs and he's got to have like plenty of like good years ahead of him. Staying healthy if he stays healthy, but you don't want him to have to do everything by himself because look what it did with McCaffrey. They ran him into the dirt. I'm saying when the end of the season comes back around, you ain't got nothing left out of him because you used him the entire season and you didn't like just mix in a couple other guys.
Right.
It's like he's your number one receiver and your number one running back. Like, I mean, geez, like, so why do we have a 52-man roster if we're only using one player on offense? And I feel like that's if you want to have something as far as like a not like player management, because player management is more of a basketball's cop out situation. But there should be some kind of management with like a position that's that physical,
I think there's a
back
lot
when
of
I was
teams doing that. They're doing the running back by committee thing, and Cardinals might be doing a little bit of that. But
hey, they should. They
yeah,
have.
there's
They got.
definitely ways to save your running back, though.
Because I'm looking at their roster, you got Jeremiah is number one, which is fine. Algier, definitely a good
Okay,
pick.
yeah, they did pick up Algier. Yep.
And they got James Conner at the third, so like they got a three-headed monster over there, and I think that could be really good for him. Right now, the starting quarterback is Brissett, which is I think he's underrated.
Yeah,
He's been
he's a
around still
professional
game
quarterback.
long. Yeah, exactly. He's definitely one of those guys, and the competition ain't gonna be too crazy. You got Minshew and you got Carson Beck who they drafted, so I think they should definitely go with Brissett because just because of his experience and things like that, professional, and see how it works out. Because you still got Marvin Harrison Jr. You got Michael Wilson who played for the Jets. They
Still
picked up
got the tight
Kendrick.
end too.
Yeah, McBride was a monster. Oh man,
Yeah.
McBride did his thing last year. So they got offensive weapons that can work things out. And it's a dang shame that Kyler Murray didn't work out. If he just would have loved the game, yeah, that play action would have been deadly.
Yeah.
But at this point, yeah, I think the Cardinals did do a tremendous job of picking up the right piece to complement what they're trying to get done over here. They got a three-headed monster in the running back game. Going to try to control the football, and yeah, I think they're gonna be all right. Better
Yeah,
this
I'm
year.
glad. I'm glad they let go of the Kyler Murray thing.
Yeah,
I
that
think
project
he
is
needs a new space to go, some new amount of pressure on him, and they just need to move on. They
yeah,
tried, they gave it a try, but no.
yeah, they sure did. They gave him a chance to be anything he wanted to be. Should
Yep.
have been a baseball player, if you ask me. But you know what?
Should have been a shortstop.
Man, he could have been out there doing it. That little small, you got that strike zone that's like this big, man. Come on, man. He would have been out there doing work.
I mean, me personally, I'd rather play in the NFL too, but I
Of
don't know.
course.
I don't know about Kyler Murray sometimes. Those guys, I mean, guys that talented, it's just hard to tell. Like, do you really want it or you just been blessed with the ability to be able to do it? And I kind of think
Yeah,
it's the latter for him.
I agree. So we got Mr. Tate here, Carnell
Yep.
Tate.
So that's I like where he went because I like quarterbacks like Cam Ward, guys with strong arms and are just willing to throw gunslingers kind of. I just kind of like that too, that combination. It makes for a fun watch. So him and him and Cam Ward are going to be doing something next year, I think. Carnell, I did want him in Cleveland, but I'm happy with the guy that we picked up too. But I mean, the guy has size 6'2", 192.
Yeah.
I mean, efficient receiver, good at running routes, good hands. I mean, it's kind of hard to miss at that size when you got that ability. So I expect
agree.
him to be productive for the Titans.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of his highlights, and I'm just like, he's one of those guys that definitely goes and gets the ball, man. Like he's like double coverage. You feel pretty confident still throwing the ball in his direction. So let me see how tall this guy is, Carnell Tate. Got him here at 6'2", 192.
Yep, that's some good size right there.
And they said Mr. Miller here, the draft connoisseur, compares him to Cooper Cup. That's definitely a hell of a compliment there too. said breaks down and climbs vertically after the catches. So I mean, yeah, he's basically the number one receiver that should have came off the board.
Yeah.
And when you got a team that's trying to rebuild that, because that oh man, that offense, the Titans last year was it
Yep.
was hard to watch them play sometimes, man. It's like you got this quarterback here throwing it to who?
For real.
And
Just throwing it.
it's like y'all need like give him some help. Like let's strip that team down. Like uh, from the coach to the Mark to Henry. I mean, there was nothing left on that team by the
Mhm.
time they were done. So this is rebuilding time. They definitely got them a number one.
Mhm.
And with the Cardinals being in a rebuild season, you got a number one quarterback from last year. You got a number one receiver now. Like that's exactly you're moving in the right direction, at least to help the kid out. Because I would
Yeah.
like to see what he can do because he definitely has potential, like extremely high potential. I like Ward as a quarterback, so let's see what I hope they can actually just click. I hope they're playing right now, man. I hope they like come on down to the
Right.
stadium just to get some reps in. Like
Yeah,
you
I hope
trying to
Cam
be
Moore's
big.
getting his Tom Brady on right now.
Man, that's
On vacation with his helmet on.
TB12 took no days off, man. No days off. So let me pull up this I'll pull up rosters as we go along too. So you got Cam Ward over here. Uh, that quarterback room is not looking too promising with Trubisky and Levis back there.
Oh
But
Lord.
right, so you're like these are the type of teams to me that you want to bring in like a veteran quarterback. Somebody that's been in the league a long time that they can learn from. Like you're not going to learn too much from Trubisky and Levis. Like I just like who's your now you need an extremely good quarterback coach because you don't your quarterback room. Everybody's asking questions at this point. So I do like Pollard as a running back.
Oh yeah, I
He
did like Pollard. Do they still got Spears out there too?
They still have Spears as well.
Mm-hmm.
The receivers, Wendell Robinson did play pretty good for the Giants for a little time. He was
Yeah.
a speedster, and Calvin Ridley, a veteran.
Oh
So
Lord. Oh
he's a
Lord.
vet. I know he's as long as he ain't out
Just
there making
just don't
bad.
draft him on your fantasy team. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Just don't draft him in fantasy.
Just make sure he ain't drafting people and
I
and
know,
making
right?
parlays and making his parlays
Yeah,
out there.
we need a copy of that man's phone, man. We got to keep him
Man,
under
for
watch.
real. Jeez, yeah, I agree. So,
Can't trust him.
um, not so much, man. I wouldn't put all my eggs in that basket. But yeah, but maybe to bring in the tape, and the one that like make his job a little easier. Like he does have some receivers that can be considered respectable to a degree. So we'll see how it works out. And like Pollard can come out the backfield too and catch the ball as well. So we'll see how things work out. They should be a little better. I'm not expecting too much from them, but let's see. Let's see if they can be a little more respectable this year.
Yeah. All right. All right. On to number 6. We're Cleveland. Of course, they make their annual draft move where they traded down with the Chiefs. I'm
Oh,
sure the rest of the NFL appreciated that.
so we're
Oh no, or
gonna
did we skip Arvell? My bad.
yes, sir, Arville, the
We skipped
Reese,
Arvell Reese. My bad.
and dang, New York, great pick. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying about that.
The Harbaugh era has begun. His first pick is going to be
Oh yeah,
a
I
big,
forgot about
strong dude. Yeah.
Harbaugh.
Yeah. So
Oh man,
now look for the Giants to make a quick turnaround. I think, because
I
Harbaugh comes to make the playoffs. That's what he wants to do. That's his whole
oh, yeah.
mission.
Oh, definitely. Oh man, that's a wow. I forgot about Harbaugh going to New York Giants. That
Mm-hmm.
division just got I mean that division's been up and coming since they picked up Jaden Daniels, and then I mean Saquon never left, but he went to the Eagles, and the Giants were still there a little bit. Like
Yep.
they was just still in there, like with the Cowboys. Like everybody's kind of close to a degree, but now the Giants might be they that Arville Reese pickup is that defense wasn't a slouch anyways, but that Arville Reese pickup is going to be interesting. Yeah, it's going to be interesting because he's a run stopper. Like I said, he had like Fred Warner vibes going on when I was watching some of his highlights, and I'm like, that guy's going to end up being captain here soon. So they got Brian Burns, they got Carter, they got Thibodeau. I mean, that front
Go
seven
ahead. Keep talking.
is going to be something to look forward to. I'll try to pull up their roster real quick to see how that defense is really looking. Because let me see. Got here. We got. Come on, it's
All
getting
right, I'm back.
slow. No, you're good. Depth charts. Focus on that. So we got Darius Alexander, we got Burns, got Arvell Reese, you got Thibodeau,
Got
Tremaine
the
Edmonds. They picked up
what's the
him
running back's
too.
name again? He'll be back next year.
Oh, Scatterboo?
Yeah, he'll get old Scatterboo.
Oh, Scatterboo's a monster, man. That's what I'm saying. When you got that defense, and practice going to be lit. I mean, that offense should be getting better based on the defense they're gonna have in there. So I feel like both sides are gonna be like iron and sharpen iron. So I'm looking forward to the Giants definitely doing a big time change this year as far as like their record and everything like that. I can see them making the playoffs even. So you said that's what he's all about, anyways. They
Yep.
were 4-13 last year. I don't think that's going to be what they're doing
Oh
this
no,
year.
no.
They're definitely not going to be
I
having one of
expect
those
them to make a
seasons.
big turnaround for sure. Season one.
Absolutely. Let me see here. Now, you said it was the Chiefs.
Yeah, the Chiefs. That's who we traded with. We traded to the ninth, I think, and the Chiefs came up and got the sixth pick,
Hmm.
which I'm sure the NFL they all appreciated the Browns doing that, but
Oh, absolutely.
whatever. But they get this guy Monsieur Delane from LSU, and I always like when teams go after a corner early because I feel like
Yeah.
corners are definitely underappreciated position. Everybody wishes they have a good corner, especially when you need it. So.
Passing league, so you better have somebody that stop these guys, like, because man, I was just watching a little bit of what's his name, Brown. They said AJ Brown might be going to the Patriots. They were talking about,
Mhm.
but he could be in double coverage, and those Jamar Chases. It's like you need somebody that can try to slow these guys down because these receivers are
Yeah.
just just out of control with the talent they bring to the table. So if you don't have a corner, and you did go to the right place to pick it, LSU is DB University.
Hmm.
They've had that. He's getting prepared compared to McDuffie, Trent McDuffie, and that's a good comparison. So
Especially
yeah,
when they just got rid of him. So that's like a substitute
exactly.
right there.
Younger, is 6 foot. That's good size on him. 187. So yeah, I like that pickup for the Chiefs. When you got a quarterback that's as exclusive as Mahomes, you kind of treat him like Brady at this point. Just give him the ball back. Like, go pick up some defense. He's gonna make the offense do what the offense do. Get him a line, and whoever he's throwing the ball to, he's gonna make it happen. But you need to get that ball back into his hands.
Hmm.
So I like the defensive pickup for especially a guy that can guard the corner. We might never know get a pick out of that. Interceptions is just as good as turnovers to me, like any other turnover you can get. So I like it. Chiefs did the right thing.
Yep, I think so too. It's a luxury to be that good at your job. You're able to get rid of a dude like McDuffie and then pick up a dude that just like him in the draft that very next year. I mean, that's how it's
Yeah.
done. That's how you replenish your team to me. So
Yeah, they said he like 18 pass defended over the past 2 seasons. So like said middle round defensive picks. So like he's like somebody that I feel like they're gonna try to test him early.
hmm.
And if he can establish who they want him to be, then that's gonna be one of those things like,
Yep.
okay, we're not throwing this side of the field no more. That's what you really want your cornerback to be, is like we don't throw it over there. They
Oh
have to
yeah.
find a different option. That's what you really want your cornerback to be. So hopefully he can turn to one of those guys. And they got
Alrighty.
Christian. Yep. Got
When
the
anything has the Chiefs done anything else really this off season?
let me
Not too.
see. I haven't
It's
heard
been kind of
too
quiet
much.
over there.
It really has, but I mean, Mahomes is going to be out for probably a couple weeks going into the start of the season anyway. So it's probably going to be a slightly rough start,
Oh
but
yeah, Mr. Fields is out there now. Mr. Justin
uh,
Fields.
hey, I mean, with Andy Reid, Andy Reid still makes those plays. Like
Hmm.
he's got an exclusive playbook. Like only Andy Reid runs Andy Reid plays, but they started running the ball a little bit more the last couple of years. So I
Hmm.
mean, we'll see. I mean, that usually his game plan is I'd rather just throw the ball a little 5 yard out to the running back and let him just produce from there.
Right.
But I mean, Fields is a running back. I mean, so I wonder what their game plan is going to look like starting off the season with Fields being out there and things like that. Let me see the depth chart real quick.
Yeah, 'cause they got rid of Pacheco, so I'm trying to think who's the
Yeah.
running back
Oh,
right now.
that's right. Kenneth Walker. They
Oh
got
yeah, they did
yeah,
get Kenny Walker.
they got
Dang.
Kenneth
Yeah.
Walker out there.
If
And
he
you
has
gotta give him the
another
ball.
Yeah, if he has another good year left in him, a good Kenny Walker year left in him, that's gonna be very dangerous.
I feel like he's got at least two or three of them left in him because
Yeah, he seems like one of those dudes.
he's in the gym. I tell you that much. I
Yeah.
mean, that guy's you leg tackling him once, you might be concussed. I think he got some tree trunk legs, man. And
Yeah, no,
so
that dude stays in the gym for sure.
so I'm thinking to myself, like, you don't pick up a Kenneth Walker if you don't plan on handling the ball. Like, I don't care
Yeah.
if Mahomes
Especially
is
this late in
playing.
his career. Like you want to use
Yeah.
what's left of him.
After what he did last year in the Super Bowl, I mean, against an elite defense,
Hmm.
I gotta feel like he's there for a reason. So yeah, I would consider him getting some touches this year. Still got Rasheed Rice, they got Xavier Worthy, uh, Kelsey came back for another season. So I mean, the offense is looking like people that have been in their system for a while. So it'll be a certain comfort level definitely with Mahomes being there with the guy he's been working with. I wonder if they're going to address the line, or if they address the line. So if they address that, keep Mahomes healthy, that'd be big for them as well. But yeah, that was the big pickup for me. As far as like, I remember the pickup Kenneth Walker. That's going to protect Mahomes. Just hand the ball
Hmm.
off.
Yeah. Yeah, Mahomes he needs somebody back there with him to that he can rely on for sure.
Yeah, that's a big pickup right there for them. Especially if, like I said, if you still got the same kind of year he's got last year coming this year, that's going to be good for them. Good play action specialist at that point
Yep.
too.
Hmm. Yeah, look for some Andy Reid specials this year for sure. Some more of them.
Oh yeah.
All right, on to
The
the
Commanders.
Commandos. The Sonny Styles dude. I mean, the Ohio State was just stacked.
Yeah, their
Got three
defense
dudes
really.
already in the top seven. And
Yeah,
all these guys just sound like beasts. I mean, this dude is 6'5", 244, ran a 4.46 40. I mean, he's got I don't know
yeah,
where you find these dudes, man. Like,
yeah. They're all on one team. That's for sure. That linebacking group was. That's what I was looking at the other day. When I was reading some of the watching some of the highlights for Andrew Reese. They're like that whole linebacker core could have went pro like the first round. So and you see like two of them already went, and he had a 91 overall grade. So I mean, and they compare him to Fred
the
Warner.
Fred Warner. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, this dude just Ohio State just had a bunch of Fred Warners in the backfield,
Basically,
in the
I
linebacker
thought,
field.
I'm like, yo, they're like three Fred runners running around this joint, man. I'm like, that's a good comparison because it didn't take Fred a long time to get that captaincy.
Mhm.
He went from college to the professional level really quick,
Yep.
and I mean, you're playing with the Commanders. They had actually, I'm pretty sure they had some pretty decent linebackers that were already there.
I know they
So
had Bobby Wagner there to teach him. I think he should still be there.
yeah, exactly. And when you got these guys coming in at these high expectations, high potential, these high ceilings, you want somebody like a Wagner there. That's why I'm kind of disappointed, like saying with the Ward situation with Tennessee. It's like you need somebody that y'all should have Russell Wilson on your teams to help teach these guys some things that how to be a winner and things like that. You have Wagner in your locker room with this young talent coming in, I guarantee you it won't take him long. He might be competing for rookie of the year.
Hmm.
Uh, the Commanders got a difficult division. So to prove yourself in that division is going to be really big. I mean, going forward, and the Commanders got a team that's barking at the door too to get into the playoffs and like as far as like next level. If Daniel stays healthy, should I say?
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Especially, I hope Daniel stays healthy because I like when that division's good, man. NFC East is just one of those divisions. When all four of those teams are good, it just makes the NFL better, I think.
Agreed. I have to agree with you on that one. And it's been a while since they actually bounced back to that level. So
Right.
let me see. They got let me see on defense. They want to pick Kinlaw. We used to have him Kinlaw, but he's a great athlete, but we didn't get much out of him. But they got
Yeah.
Owe. He's a linebacker. Luvu, pretty
From
good
the Ravens, right?
linebacker.
I think. Oh wait,
Yep.
that's what. Yep.
Yep. And Sonny Styles. So that's their three linebackers that should be looking to cause hell. They actually got a fourth one. They're running a 3-4 defense. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it should be interesting, man. Let's see how they do. That defense definitely got a little better from that pickup. So I'm not sure who the cornerbacks are really, but
I know they got the Sanders still guy. I think he was a rookie last year, and I think he's probably one of the he's probably going to be their best DB, but I'm not too sure about that. I'd have to look into some more commando news.
yeah, exactly, man. See how they get that done. Now, I don't see Wagner on the roster still, so
Okay.
yeah. But
Okay.
like I said, you got the guy from the Ravens there, so the other Luvu, the other guys got some pretty good experience. And Styles, I mean, he looked like he ready to go anyways. They already
Yeah.
got him started.
Yeah.
You know?
Hand him the keys to the defense. It's just about
Right.
what is his mental like. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, yeah, and these young guys, they said that's why it's important to have some solid veterans in your locker room because
Yeah.
you don't want them throwing their career away early, being young and dumb.
Right.
And
Exactly.
we'll see if they do right by them. So the Saints up next.
The Saints. And they picked
Saints.
up probably the receiver I knew the most about just from him being playing against Colorado a couple times. And Jordan
Right.
Tyson, he's a beast, man. 6'2", 203.
Yeah.
He was real emotional when he got drafted. I don't know what that was about. I think it was a lot of people talking about him and his injuries, and that's why he fell, I guess, behind Tate. Not was it Tate?
Mm.
Yeah, behind
Yeah.
Tate.
Yeah.
So, because everybody was saying all year that he's going to be the number one receiver or whatever. So he looked real emotional when he got drafted, and guys like that, I wonder where that's coming from. Is that just you being a emotional dude, or is that you having that chip on your shoulder, kind of being a little angry? So if it's the
Hey,
latter, I think the Saints might have got somebody because I kind of like their rookie quarterback they had last year, that Tyler Shoe guy. He looks like he's a gamer. So
yeah, that could be why he's crying too. He's like he went to the Saints. Like you just never know what you're gonna get. And I'm just messing. Nah, no, Shu actually is definitely hoping that somebody in that locker room would step up. And it's crazy when Shu got into the game, it was like, thank you, somebody that wants to play, you know.
right,
And
right.
and so you got you got him, Travis Etienne Jr. over there. You got Chris Olave, who he's a baller, and you got Tyson as your number two. That's pretty good right there. So at least Shu has some options, and we'll
Mhm.
see what they can do with that. So I like the pickup. The Saints needed that offense was horrific. Like it's and then Kamara, he's over there too as well. So I mean,
Yeah,
they got
still got the ghost of Alvin Kamara over there.
exactly. I mean, I just feel like he kind of like gave up on the Saints a little bit. Like he's like
Yeah. I
you're
mean,
not
it's
going
hard. It's hard to
nowhere.
be that elite and then you're just losing all the time. Like it's got to take its toll on you. It just has to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you played with Drew Brees, and you're like, you guys are out there getting things done, and the level of excellence just dropped dramatically because the level of talent that was surrounding
Yeah.
you, it was just abysmal, and you stay loyal. You stayed. I mean,
He did stay loyal to the Saints. He
so
did.
I mean, I can respect that, but it's just like you're just waiting for that turnaround, and you're just hoping that hopefully this is something that can help spark the team. That team definitely needs a spark in New Orleans. So.
Yeah.
I did watch Jordan. Some of his highlights. The dude is a dog. He's a baller. And you know what? Good for the Saints. Good
Yeah.
for the Saints.
Yeah. You
That
got a
defense.
receiver with that size. I mean, I feel like you got to make it work. I mean, we used to trip when we saw how big Calvin Johnson was, and it seems like they're just rolling out receivers like that now. So,
Yeah.
I mean, these quarterbacks, it's not too much of an excuse, I don't think, because you got so many of these athletes coming out. I mean, receiver is the position to play for top athletes in NFL. I mean, in
Yeah.
football. So, I mean, just deliver the ball to these guys and offensive
Right.
coordinator stop making it so hard. Like, just get the ball into these athletes' hands, man.
Yeah. Let me see what we got here. The Saints last year, shoot, definitely like the bottom 10 in offense, man. So
Yeah.
they could definitely use a pick me up in that category. So
And they're comparing them to George Pickens, and I know
yeah.
people can say what they want about George Pickens, but George Pickens, man, as far as a receiver, that dude, I'd be
Listen,
confident throwing to him. I'd be confident throwing to him.
yeah, the man just I was confident when he was playing with Pittsburgh. I was like, y'all letting him go?
Yeah,
I get
Pittsburgh
this.
definitely did not give him the ball enough.
I was like, yo, Pittsburgh, y'all might want to stick with this Pickens guy. He got some good size to him. He's got great speed. He got good hands. Like, I thought he was pretty good. I'm not. I think he might have an attitude issue.
Yeah.
It might be a personal character issues, whatever out there. But when it comes to being a football player, I don't know either side, left side, right side. It don't really matter. I feel like
Hmm.
he's a considered. He got number one WR1 talent.
When that
So
ball's in the air, I think he feels like he's the best in the world. That's how he acts.
yeah,
Like when he comes down with that ball, he's just clowning these dudes. Like, and he does it a
yeah.
lot.
I mean, he's got good. I mean, he's got the size to do it, man. Like you got, I
Yep.
mean, you got that size and those tools, man. That's what you're supposed to do. Like Mike Evans, like you throw a toss up with Mike Evans in the red zone, he feels like he's getting that every time, and he usually
Hmm.
does. So hey, play to your player's strength is how you should definitely use these guys. Like I'm throwing them up all day, and Shu is going to be throwing the ball up all day, especially in that weak division. That division needs a rehaul. I don't, I don't know that division is. We got Atlanta, Panthers, uh, Tampa Bay, and the Saints. They have not had a good division in a long time. So hopefully they can bring some excitement to that division because they're
Hmm.
the new NFC East, at least at this point. They're the bottom of the barrel teams at this time.
So what you want to do, man? You want to go through these last two, and then you want to do NBA? We could do NBA tomorrow since this game is already on. I
Sure as
do
that.
not want to miss. I know you don't want to miss this game seven, so
No, I definitely want to see this game seven. It would
it'd probably be
be
better for us to do a recap after that game anyway. So
agreed. Yeah, we can do this last two. You said y'all
okay.
picked up offensive tackle, which I wanted my Niners to start picking up offensive tackles and stuff like that. We didn't do a good job at that, but y'all certainly did.
Yeah,
Uh,
I was happy with the pick. Best, I mean, the first tackle off the or the first lineman out of the draft, I'll take him. I
yeah,
just
you
hope
got
he
to.
lives up to what he is projected to be. But he looks like it. He looks like it. They say he's a very high character dude, and that's what we need in
Good,
Cleveland.
good, good.
We need consistent people that show up to work and don't let their emotions run them. And he seems like he's one of those dudes. And we just need you need. I think guys having guys on the line like that. Because what's the guy's name in the Lions, the lineman that they picked up that totally turned was Sewell.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
remember,
He seems like he could be one of those type linemen. It just helps really turn the whole offensive line attitude around because he's such a bully and he's so good at what he
yeah,
does. So
yeah. You
that
got,
run
you got.
game might be looking special next year. We'll see.
Who's y'all's running back? Y'all still got the same.
Still got Quinshawn, but he's gonna
Okay.
miss a little bit because he broke his leg last year. But we got the rookie. I forget what is the rookie's name. He had a all right year last year. Let me look at the roster real quick.
Yeah. While you look that up, they said here that he played left and right tackle. So I
Yeah,
mean
so
that's
I think we're gonna have him play left, I think.
he's pretty balanced, man. So I mean, that's good. That's really good. Uh, saying like he tied the second fastest 40-yard dash, which is good.
Hmm.
Uh, Said fluid with his feet. Got a lot of great things of feedback they're saying about him. So that's always a plus. He's a 300 pounder, so that's good always too. You know, I don't
Oh
like
yeah, he's a
small
big boy.
linemen. 6'5" and 311. So that's great. So feeling
Oh yeah,
way
Dylan Sampson was the other running back we have. I don't know why I always forget
yeah,
his name, but yeah,
Samson, yeah.
he's a he's more of kind of like the receiver back, more scat back type. But I think
Mhm.
he's gonna be good. I like his acceleration and his vision as a running back. I think he has some potential. And then we just need Quinshawn to get back and get healthy because Quinshawn is a beast. He just likes to run through people.
Well, you run behind that guy, you should be all right, man. That's
Hmm.
I think that's y'all picked the right person up, and they seem to agree too. Is like you want to address the line, especially Deshaun Watson getting back. You want to protect your quarterback, and one of the best ways to protect your quarterback is have a good solid run game and have a good, and that's behind a good solid line. So
Yep.
yeah, yeah. I've always been like you said from Belichick's days. You build your teams from the ground up, and the ground's going to be the offensive line, defensive line
Hmm.
first. So.
I agree. I agree. I didn't think that way when we were younger all the time. I'd always be mad when
Yeah,
the Browns would get a defensive lineman or because we
yeah,
picked the wrong
right.
defensive lineman. It'd be different if you're picking Warren Sapp. But
Yeah,
we picking some
right.
dude. He's 350 pounds. The
Of
Browns used to
nothing.
draft just terrible like that. But you gotta have
Yeah,
you gotta have the right big dudes in football. The right, not just big dudes, you gotta have the right big dudes.
agreed. I agree with you on that one. That's a big part of what needs to be done. Oh, and then the Giants got another pick. Oh
Yep.
man.
So
Yeah,
two
the
top
Giants.
10 picks for Mr. Harbaugh. I mean, he just walked into a good situation. But he's a
He sure
smart man. He
did.
saw that coming. He's like, all right, to the Giants.
To the Giants, and they went and got an offensive tackle too, 329, 6'5". Played for
Yeah.
the great Miami. That would
Hmm.
play for the U. Oh yeah,
And
that's a plus for Dart in the
oh
game.
yeah.
That's gonna be good.
Yeah, he was just getting compared a lot to him and Fano were getting compared against each other. Some
Hmm.
people in Cleveland wanted the Francis dude over Fano, but I think we took Fano because he's close to Maoga as far as athletically, but
Okay.
I think they think he has better character. So, and
Well, that's
I
always
don't
a
have a
plus.
problem with that. I'll go for the character dude. If he's close in athleticism to the other top linemen, like I'll take that.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take that anyways. But in all sports, I mean, just look at the OKC. Like they draft off character. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
That's been working out just fine for me. You need those guys in the locker room, especially you want a rookie with good character. That's not now you don't
Yep.
have to worry about him doing some old bonehead, knucklehead stuff. You know, like
Yep.
oh buddy, start the game off spitting in nobody's face. It's like, what are you doing? Like, what
Starting
are
the
you?
game off. Starting the game off like that.
I'm spitting in Dak's face, man. What are you doing? Like, come on, man. I don't care what he did. Like,
Yeah.
character guys are seriously not always are kind of rare to come by sometimes, especially at that age. So
Hmm.
yeah, I'll definitely take the character guy, especially if they said the talent's close. Who cares? All right,
Yeah.
you got two guys that are first round top 10 picks. Give me the character.
Hmm.
And like I said, Harbaugh, he has pretty good control of his locker room.
Yes. Yeah.
So I don't see this guy getting out of line anyway, or anybody really getting out
Hmm.
of line like that.
Hmm.
He controls his locker room pretty good. So I think this kid got drafted into a great situation as well,
Yep.
just by having a great coach to who's been there before, who's done winning before,
Hmm.
and knows and it definitely just has that experience that this kid's gonna need and that leadership. So play for Miami, going to New York. Welcome to the league, sir. You'll
Yeah.
be just fine. You're in good
Yeah.
hands.
No, I'd be happy if I was him. I'd be ready to go because Harbaugh wants to prove something his first year. So definitely gonna have a lot of good things going on around you in the Giants. I mean, the Giants. New York is
Yeah, Scatterboo
looking
got
pretty
somebody to run
good.
behind. It says sustains block, great ability sustaining blocks, good balance. So
What's
allows
that
him to
receiver
turn.
room looking like though? That's what I need to say. What's the receiver room looking
Um,
like in New York land?
I did just have them pulled up, but they did because that Wendell kid used to play for him, but he don't play there no more. So let me see what they got going on. It's still got Malik's neighbors, Slayton,
Oh
Darius
yeah,
Slayton
good
still
old
there.
Malik. Good old Malik. If he can stay
No,
healthy, man, he's one of my favorite receivers for sure.
yeah, he was saying something about somebody the other day that they had a problem with him saying it's,
Oh, they picked up
it's,
Isaiah Likely, but can he stay
Oh yeah,
healthy?
likely came with them. Yeah, it's Carball said I'm taking likely with me,
I'm taking Likely with me.
and they got Ricard too. Patrick Ricard came with them, the
Oh yeah,
fullback.
he got to take his fullback with him.
You got to take the
Hardballs and their
fullback.
fullbacks, man.
Hey, there's nothing. Hey, that's good football. I don't care anybody talking about.
Yes.
If you got a running game, you need a solid fullback. And you know what? I think still the Niners got the best fullback in the game still because he can play the position and also run them routes. Got great hand. I think he
Oh
needs
yeah,
more
Hushek.
touches.
Hushek is
He,
like the first. I could be ignorant to this, but I feel like Hushek is like the first utility fullback. There's
yeah,
probably been some other ones, but
yeah,
he's
but
been the
he's
one
like
of our lifetime for sure.
yeah, he's definitely a Swiss Army knife at the fullback position because I said I haven't seen many fullbacks run and catch balls like the freaking like Hughes Jack has done that. I
Oh
feel
yeah.
like literally he doesn't get enough touches,
Hmm.
and I think if Shanahan can find a way to balance out the balance out the love in that locker room, a lot of great things can happen. But we're
Yeah.
not talking about the Niners right now. But like, yeah, you get a good fullback with a Scatterboo.
Hmm. Yeah.
Scatterboo's already enough, but you got a good fullback and run them now. Yeah, the Giants are going to be. I'm going to predict the Giants making the playoffs this year, whether it be a wild card game or not. I just I don't believe in Dallas consistently to be who they look good on paper all the time. They always
Oh
find a way
yeah.
to you.
They
Um,
distract themselves.
exactly. And I think they got the right guy in the building for the New York Giants to get like if you're gonna pick a team in New York to win, you're not picking the Jets, you're picking the
No,
Giants.
no, no.
So,
I love to believe in my brother over there in a Jets land, but
yeah,
Harbaugh has the pedigree. He's
yeah,
he has the legacy, he has the pedigree. But that's the beautiful thing about life. Like you have a chance to do something in the Jets land too. So you got the
exactly.
opportunity. It's just all about what are you doing? What are you prioritizing? What are you doing on a daily basis? Because guys like
Yeah.
Harbaugh, they've seemed to have figured some things out.
And Harbaugh wants to win, man. He
Yep.
definitely wants to win. And, like, I mean, he runs a tight ship, and they're gonna try to get some things done. And like, I like their chances. I feel like there's a opening for a change. Because NFC East, anyways, they've always had usually a different leader every year. Every year is like either Eagles the best team that's in, or the Cowboys, and it's been the Redskins. Now I think it's time for New York to have that opportunity to be the number one team, and it's probably gonna rotate that direction. I can see that happening.
Yep.
They're building a team to get things done, and I like the way they're moving right now, the direction they're moving in. But no, that was a good cast. Corey missed out.
Yep.
Poor
No,
guy.
that's good. That was a good top 10, man. And that's to me, I feel like that's gonna be what it is. Like that was an easy hour. We could go longer. So
Oh
that proves
no,
that
well,
we could do it.
I think next time I'll just be a little more prepared as far as
Oh yeah.
like I want to be like more involved with also like the coaches involved. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Like it's like as far as like okay, so this defensive player is going to this team. Who's their defensive coordinator? What's his
hmm
history?
hmm
I did like have a little bit on Clint Kubiak as far as the number one pick, and I did like the research on that, and so I like the way that flowed as far as knowing that he's getting put Fernandez
hmm
putting or whatever his name is, Mendoza getting put in that
Yeah,
situation,
Mendoza.
and like I said, you got Tom Brady as
hmm
your boss, like you got a lot of good things around you to make you successful,
And you're
and
out
the
there in
Raiders,
Vegas. I mean, dang. You don't got to
yeah.
be distracted, but I mean, what a setting for as far as a sports setting. Like
Oh man,
that'd be
their
pretty
arena,
cool.
their arena is pretty. Like, they probably have the best arena in football right now.
Oh yeah.
So he's going to be a star. You just got to make sure. He seems like a good kid. I don't think he has any character issues that I've never heard anything about him bad. So I think he'll be fine. He's not going to be out there killing people, speeding down the street like old buddy. Coming to
Yeah,
respect.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Um, I think he's got. I think he's going to be focused, man. I think
Yeah.
Tom Brady being playing for. It's like playing for Jordan, like as your boss.
Mm,
You
mm.
kind of want to come to work and do your job. Like you look up to this guy. He's the GOAT. You want to probably be the GOAT in the future. Do your job. All right. You have a great opportunity here. So
Yep.
I like it.
All right, man. No, I appreciate you showing up, man. That's good work. So I'm gonna chop this up, see what I can do with it, and I'm gonna put it up as soon as possible. And then if you want, we can do another one tomorrow. See
Sure.
what see what Corey, see what Mr. Brian doing.
Agreed. Listen, because tomorrow's Sunday, and I think it's like the last game sevens are tomorrow, I believe.
Okay.
There's two more game sevens. Let me look at that. Matter of fact, because the
Yeah, see
Boston
what
plays
times those are.
on.
So I don't schedule it to conflict with the time because that's one thing I did overlook. I didn't see that the game started at 5:30, and I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah. So we got they're early. So 1:30 my your time, and then 5:30. So you got Orlando and Detroit game seven at 1:30 on ABC, and we got Toronto and Cleveland at 5:30. So
All right. Well, shit, I'll hit up the chat and we'll agree on a time. Try to get on tomorrow again, man.
no problem. Like now, if y'all want to do, it depends what y'all got going on. Like I almost feel like it'd be better to do it before the game,
We could do
so
it.
we
We
can
could do that.
do it for like almost do a prediction of what's going to happen.
hmm
And
And then do
yeah,
one after. Yeah. Because that
exactly.
would be the flow I'd want to get. Like if this was going to be something full time, like we could.
Mhm.
That's what I would want it to be. Like we're recapping and we're predicting. Like we're just on it.
Exactly. Feel like so, man, because to me, noon is good for y'all because it's like an hour and a half. You got a chance
Mhm.
to talk about the Boston and the Sixer game, and then talk about predictions as far as like a little bit. Like you don't have to even. The prediction only takes a few minutes, but like we can talk about what's led up to Game 7 for these
Yep.
Orlando and Detroit and things like that, and then throw a prediction out there
hmm
after talking about what happened last night with Boston, or what happened last night with Philly. Like it's
Yep.
gonna be a good Game 7. Like, that's all. Let's
Yeah.
start putting it in. No,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, it's on now. So should probably second quarter or something by now. So it's all good.
no, yeah, yeah, I ain't worried about the first half of basketball, and then not too much. The second half is where it goes down, anyways. But now, good talk, man.
Yes,
And once you
sir.
get it posted, let me know where to go. Where you posted at? You gonna
It's
be on
probably gonna
YouTube
be
or?
on YouTube. Yeah, it's gonna be YouTube.
Cool. So
So
see,
I'll
keep me
let
that
you know.
information. I'll be the
Yep,
first subscriber. I'll
for
definitely
sure.
subscribe to it, and then I'll even get that sent out there to other people. Like, yeah, go check out the what we try to get going here. I know Cole look into it. I know I got people that will look into it.
Yep,
Yeah, they've got the
yep,
Springs on lock. So I
yep,
got some people out here in military cast that like sports too. So I'll get them involved as well. So and
yep.
just start making this a thing, man.
That's
Thank you
all we
for
need.
getting this
We just
done.
need content. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
no, we've been needing it too. So it's just time. That's all it is. It's just time.
agreed. Agreed. I see it. All right, boss. Well,
All right, bro.
let me go ahead and
I'll
check in.
I'll be chatting with you on this game. So I'll see you in the chat.
Yes, sir. Take it
All right,
easy.
bro. Take it easy, man.
Peace.
Nice.